Of the top 41 picks, so they have 2 second-round picks coming up almost bang and bang. The Bucs have been very busy going with Reagan Upshaw, defensive end from California, also going with Marcus Jones, defensive tackle from North Carolina. So Tony Dungy has addressed his defensive line. Now let's address Andrea Kramer down at the land of the big sombrero and find out where Tony turns from here. Andrea?
Well, Tony has got to turn to offense, and you can see them mulling around there. That's because they have made their decision. In fact, Tony Dungy is likely on the phone with the pick right now. It'll be fullback Mike Alstott from Purdue. Now, they took Tracy Johnson in the offseason, but they are going to a 2-back attack. They definitely need a fullback out there. The other thing is you wonder if this is a little bit of a message to Eric Rett. He's making $336,000 this year. He's not been to one minicamp. He's threatening to hold out of the second minicamp. Maybe this is a reminder. Mike Alstott was the featured back in college, and he could even be the featured back here if you don't decide to come in here. So I think it's a great pick for Tampa. Even though they needed offensive linemen, this is a guy they clearly had. They clearly could not turn down, rated so highly on their board.
1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. Dilfer looking downfield, now settles for Alstott out of the backfield, breaks the tackle, still going, and he gets the first down up to the 30. What a second effort from the rookie from Purdue, 11-yard pickup.
And the Buck fans love it too, and I'm sitting up here and I love it. I mean, I like to see effort like that. Here's a young kid out of Purdue, you know, as he's getting his first NFL game ever. And you know what's really impressive also, Trent Dilfer, he was looking downfield. But then he checked down. He did a smart thing. He checked down and threw the ball to his back that was open. Tackle position.
3-yard pickup, so 2nd and 7. Here comes a blitz. Dilfer hit, gets it off. Alstott's got it. First down. Up to the 48-yard line. Craig Newsom with the tackle. Dilfer took a shot but hung in there. 15-yard. Over here with VCR. There you go. Trent Dilfer. Alstott out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle and gets up to the 30. Boy, he is impressive. George Kuntz finally brings him down after an 11-yard pickup.
Tampa Bay from their own 38. Weldon to throw. Goes short to Alstott out of the backfield. See, that's what I'm talking about with Mike Alstott. Great job by Mike Alstott. That's why a pass into a first down. That's why that guy, they got to do more with him. You need to bring him in here only because it gives the team a sense of continuity. Alstott on the swing pass from Casey Weldon. Brought down up at the 34-yard line.
Dilfer off the play fake, looking for Alstott, has him, and Alstott inside the 3. He got it into the end zone, touchdown! What an effort by Mike Alstott! Oh my! Can you believe that? Unbelievable! Well, we have a flag down.
Watch him just come out to the flat right here, working his way through the line. This is where it all happens right here. Robert Griffith comes up. Jeff Brady comes up. He's dragging. Oh, man, that's great.
Second and goal, less than a yard. Alstott again, and he leaps in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The rookie from Purdue gives the Buccaneers their first touchdown of the afternoon.
In the absence of the injured Harper on 1st down. Play fake from Dilfer. Short throw to Alstott, the rookie fullback out of Purdue. And Alstott has first down yardage across the 30 before Greg Biekert, number 54, makes the stop for
Courtney Hawkins in motion. Hawkins doesn't have a catch yet today. Alstott breaks tackles at the line of scrimmage and has another Buccaneer first down inside the Raider 40 before Greg Biekert makes this to Alstott in the backfield behind Dilfer. 14th play of the drive. Fake, throw, touchdown to Alstott.
The Warren Sapp, guys like that.
2nd down 8. Pass is complete to Alstott. Alstott's in the field goal territory inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. Eddie Anderson makes the stop.
You know what happens? I'm talking about the young guys.
This area we talked about with Trent Dilfer. He has Alstott wide open and hits it. He crosses midfield to San Diego territory, chopped down at the 45-yard line by Rodney Harrison. 2nd and 3 from the 4. Alstott dodges a couple of tacklers and is into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, and they're right back in the game. Now, Tony Dungy told us, and Ron brought it up earlier, he believes Alstott will be the best fullback in the NFL by this time next year. 3.
Dilfer comes out throwing, and there's his favorite target all year long. Alstott breaks a couple of tackles and still going to the 43-yard line. He just ran over Darian Gordon.
Mike Alstott told me that he liked to watch films of John Riggins in college. That was his idol. He used to run like John Riggins. And I tell you what, he's doing it here. I mean, just a quick dump off, and then you let this guy run, and he breaks tackles. There's one tackle. There's two. Lewis Bush not doing a good job of wrapping up. When your cornerbacks are having to make...
Alstott will get some of it back, and he gets very close to the end zone, but is denied. Oh.
Second and 8, Dilfer off the play fake, has a man wide open. Alstott, a nice one-handed catch, and Alstott gets out close to the 21-yard line. How did he hold on to that one? The game after getting the stickum off of his hands, and on third down, Dilfer swings it out of the backfield, has Mike Alstott, who has plenty of room. And Alstott forced out of bounds at the 31-yard line by Anthony Newman. Call it another first down for the Buccaneers. McMillan has him man-to-man on the far side. Dilfer looking to put it upstairs. Quick screen. Alstott on the near side. Breaks a tackle. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. And into the end zone.
Mike Alstott, boy, you talk about wanting to get him the ball 15, 20 times a game, and he gives it to the young man over there on the sidelines.
First and 10, and they're coming after Dilfer again. Screened Alstott, and he's got blockers in front. Across midfield to the 45, all the way down to the 40-yard line, the 38-yard line of Carolina. Tyrone Poole on the tackle after a gain of 29.
13-yard gain on that last play. They stick to the ground. They stick with Alstott carrying tacklers to midfield. Green and Walker finally bring him down, and Alstott can't be stopped.
Well, here the hole gets filled. Everybody comes to the top. Now Alstott cuts it back. Now look at the blocking out there. I mean, you get Rob Thomas out there blocking, and you have the tight end in there. You have Dave Moore blocking. I mean, everybody takes part in the running.
Running about a minute and a half left in the first half. They're going to throw. Dilfer has to throw it. It is caught for a first down. Mike Alstott. Who else? Alstott. Both have been for first downs. Play action, stretching the defense. Caught. Alstott inside the 40. And another Tampa Bay first down. Dilfer got the first down. They hand to Alstott into the secondary. Brought down just short of another Tampa Bay first down by Richard and Turner. 150 yards on the ground for the Buccaneers. Alstott adding to it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown.
Vikings had a big day offensively, but couldn't get the ball in the end zone. Here's Alstott breaking free, trying to outrun a defender. He can't get behind Washington, can't get to the end zone, but he's to the Minnesota 37.
Alstott gets a handoff, breaks a tackle, and a Joliet, Illinois native is down to the 26-yard line. Tripped up by Marty Carter. Spring training home of the Cincinnati Reds. Mike Alstott all the way inside the 45, and the rookie from Purdue is down to the 42 and a Tampa Bay first down.
If a Buffalo's behind like that, only the third quarter, it's going to be tough.
Alstott out of the backfield, stays on his feet. And in John Riggins-like fashion, who was Alstott's idol growing up as a kid in Joliet.